Hey guys, Jean-Claude here, and we are opening up a deck. Surprise, surprise. So there's a little bit of confusion involving, a couple people are asking what deck the winner is going to get. I guess maybe they didn't watch the whole video, but to be clear, it's going to be just a random one of these decks, and we're going to open it up on camera, and then we're going to give it to the winner. So I have no idea what the deck is, but I can tell you what today's deck is. It's Brobnar, Logos, and Dis. Ingolfsson the Beautiful. God, I really love these names. Look at that color. It looks a little weird to me. It looks darker than usual. Not sure why. Maybe it's just my eyes. All right. Okay. And we're starting off with Logos. 3-power Ganymede Archivist. Reap, archive a card. Dr. Escotera. Oh, it's not good seeing him right away. I feel like there's a lot of better creatures that we could have seen before him. 4-power. Play, gain 1 amber for each forged key your opponent has. Batrone. 2-power skirmish. Whenever he fights, steal an amber. 2 Batrones. Excellent. Twin Bolton Mission. 1 amber whenever you play it. Deal 2 damage to a creature and deal 2 damage to a different creature. It's only 4 creatures in here, but let's hope that our Logos actions are going to be chock full of amber. That'd be nice. 2 Twin Bolt missions. Good. Scrambler Storm. Excellent. Amber whenever you play it, your opponent cannot play action cards on their next turn. Phase Shift. Wow. You may play 1 non-Logos card this turn. Lab Work. Amber whenever you play it, archive a card. Interdimensional Graft. Amber whenever you play this, if an opponent forges a key on the next turn, they must give you the remaining amber. Efference and Principle. Each player loses half their amber, rounding down the loss, gain a chain. So we have no shot of a library access now. Oh, 2 Efference and Principles. Oh, jeez. Okay, not good. We are out of Logos. Okay, so that Logos is a little bit weaker than we are looking for. But here we are to Dis. It's Flame Wreath. 1 amber whenever you play it. This creature gets +2 power and gains Hazardous 2. Really like this card quite a bit. Anything that's adding power to your creatures really messes up your opponent's math. And the Hazardous 2, probably because the creature's getting so much bigger, may not help too much, but still good. Ooh, Snudge. 4 power, Fight Reap, return artifact or flank creature to its owner's hand. Schuler, 5 power, play. If your opponent has 4 or more amber, you get to steal 1. Guardian Demon, 4 power, play Fight Reap, heal up to 2 damage from a creature. Deal that amount of damage to another creature. Ember Imp, 2 power. Your opponent cannot play more than 2 cards each turn. If your opponent doesn't have a way to deal with this immediately, you can really stop what your opponent's trying to do. There's so many times where your opponent is trying to play out some cards and build up to a really nice turn with a particular house, and a card like this really shuts it down. I mean, only being able to play 2 cards is really, really bad. Dominator Bauble. It's an artifact. As an action, use a friendly creature. Red Hot Armor. Amber whenever you play it. Each enemy creature with armor loses all of its armor until the end of turn and is dealt 1 damage for each point of armor lost this way. Interesting. Mind Barb. Amber whenever you play this, your opponent discards a random card from their hand. Keyhammer. Oh, jeez. Oh, gosh. Alright. So, Amber whenever you play it, if your opponent forged a key on the previous turn, unforge it. Your opponent gains 6 amber. Just want to quickly point out, because I've seen a lot of people, even at the Vault Tour, someone sitting next to me played Keyhammer, and he didn't realize he was just playing it for the amber. His opponent did not forge a key on the previous turn, and he actually gave his opponent 6 amber, right? So you gotta be very careful with this card. You can only play it if your opponent forged a key. Otherwise, you're giving your opponent 6 amber for your 1. Not a good trade-off. Hand of Dis. Destroy a creature that is now on the flank. Fear. Return an enemy creature to its owner's hand. 2 fears. And that's the end of Dis. That was also something not that great. A couple cool effects in there, but not a typical Dis I'm looking for. Now we're on to Brobnar. Smash. 5 power, play, stun a creature. Headhunter, 5 power, fight, gain an amber. Grenade Snib, 2 power, when he's destroyed, your opponent loses 2 amber. Hey, Ganger Chieftain, 5 power, you may ready and fight with a neighboring creature, very nice. 2 Ganger Chieftains, really good. Bumpsy, 5 power, and if you play him, your opponent loses an amber. Valder, 6 power, plus 2 power while attacking an enemy creature on the flank. Oh, the War Chest. That is actually really good in here. Okay, it's an artifact. As an action, gain 1 amber for each enemy creature that was destroyed in a fight this turn. Wow, let's see here. Okay, so we have 7 creatures that we can be fighting with. And what's so good about that is these Ganger Chieftains, yeah, that allows you to get some extra fights sometimes. So that's really, really nice. Maybe even fight with a different house. Use something like a Snudge. That'd be awesome. Wow. Great little card to find in here. Ooh, and a Gauntlet of Command. As an action, ready and fight with a friendly creature. Cannon. As an action, deal 2 damage to a creature. Wow, this Brobnar is pretty awesome. And a Loot the Bodies. For the remainder of the turn, gain 1 amber each time an enemy creature is destroyed. And our last card of the deck is Brothers in Battle. Choose a house. For the remainder of the turn, each friendly creature of that house may fight. Oh, wow, that's pretty good with that war chest. This deck is... Okay, so this Brobnar in here, man, this is just, it's solid. A lot of different cards, a lot of great effects. I mean, Loot the Bodies plus war chest can really amount to some big amber turns. Brothers in Battle is just amplifying that by allowing you to use your other houses. Cannon's killing some creatures. Gauntlet of Command, once again, being able to use other houses to fight, or just even after you've cleared your opponent board, just to be able to ready a Brobnar creature will allow you to reap with it again, even if they have no creatures, so that's awesome. And then these big Brobnar creatures are really, really good. One smaller one, we're okay with that. He's at least amber control. Headhunter, fantastic. The Smash is good. The other 2 houses are a little awkward. Let's jump over to Logos, because I think that's the most awkward of them. 2 Efferents Principles. It's weird that our Logos is our biggest amber control in this deck, but that's exactly how we're going to have to play it. We're kind of building around those. Interdimensional Graft is kind of like counterintuitive to that, but it's still okay. But those aside, Lab Work's good, Phase Shift is good, Scrambler Storm good, 2 Twin Bolt Emissions, can't complain about those. I do like 2 Batrones. Dr. Escoterra, okay. Ganymede, that's a good card. So yeah, Logos a little bit better than I thought looking through. Still kind of rough. Those Efforts and Principles might just kind of end up being discard fodder. Same with the Interdimensional Graft. So inside of Dis, we have ways to take care of our opponent's creatures. We've got 2 Fears. We've got Hand of Dis. Keyhammer, once again, this is a very situational card. It's kind of sad. Kind of another discard fodder in this deck. Mind Barb is good. Red Hot Armor. Even if your opponent has no armor, playing it for the Amber is excellent. Dominator Bobble can be pretty good with some of those fight effects, maybe inside Brobnar, the Headhunter, and whatnot. Ember Imp is good. Guardian Demon good. Yeah, Schuler, Snudge. Yeah, I mean, even on a turn where we have Brothers in Battle, being able to fight with the Guardian Demon and Snudge, being able to heal, return an artifact or flame creature, that's really good. So I do like the Brobnar quite a bit in here. Has some decent support. Flame Wreath, that might even just be best in some of the Brobnar creatures, just to make them a little bit more beefy, keep them on the board longer to kill, and then be able to reap. So this deck does have some a couple downsides to it. I think there's a couple cards we might end up just discarding a good majority of the time. But overall, this Brobnar is extremely solid. With this deck in particular, I'm pretty sure if your starting hand does not have the war chest, you need the mulligan because you want to try and get this war chest as often as you can, and mulliganing to get to it. It's going to be essential for this deck to get its wins. Yeah, the Brobnar is really good. I like it quite a bit. It's not insane, but it's just a really, really good Brobnar. This, let's see, yeah. I like some of the effects in there. It's just a shame that it seems like this deck and what, 2 decks ago, we had quite a few cards that we just kind of, we weren't going to be able to get the most value out of them. They're kind of really, they're situational cards, and then there's really situational cards. And some of these cards are really situational. Keyhammer and these 3. So 4 in a deck is not something I want to see. Alright, so this deck overall, I think it's a little bit better than average. Just barely better, because I think the one house really takes it up. I think some of the effects we still have in the weaker houses are pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and give this deck a C+. Alright guys, well, I do want to thank you for watching my videos. I definitely wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you guys. So I'll see you guys next time.